You're listening to the Business Blueprint on Good Morning Gwinnett, where host Audrey Bell-Kearney shares practical business ideas for aspiring entrepreneurs. Streaming Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m., this show is all about helping people start businesses for $500 or less. Audrey breaks down simple, affordable ways to turn ideas into income, because success starts with smart, strategic moves. Get ready to take action and build something great.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 61 degrees, going up to a high of 68. Beautiful. Hope you guys are having a good start to your day. Today is Thursday, and it's my Friday. I don't do the show on Fridays. I do Monday through Thursdays, as you heard from the intro. So today is actually my Friday. Not really, though. It's not like I stop work because I don't. I just don't produce the show. However, moving forward, I probably will be producing a live video episode on Fridays. Yep, for the blueprint, to talk to people who have really built like businesses, and they're going to give you the blueprint of how they've done that. So I'm excited about that. I'm trying to line up some guests now. Once I line up my guests, I will be going live with that. But right now, today is my Friday, just for today. So today, blueprint, I'm talking about how to start a chatbot development business. I don't know if you guys have gone to the Good Morning Gwinnett website, but if you go there, if you look at the press bot that's there, if you look at Debt Crusher Pro that's there, if you look at the Social Security Helper that's there, those are all built with a smart tool that I use called PickAxe. And I'm gonna drop a link to PickAxe in the description of the show. But I built those with PickAxe. And what's interesting about them, if you look at PressBot and if you look at Debt Crusher Pro, those are paid tools that people can use to get out of debt or to produce press releases and submit them to me to be posted on the Good Morning Gwinnett website. So I charge a monthly. For PressBot, I charge a per use fee. For Debt Crusher Pro, because it's an ongoing kind of tool, it's a monthly fee, and you get to pick your tier, whether I think it's $18 up to $48. So you get to pick the tier, which gives you a certain amount of access to the tool. Now that looked like it was really hard to do. Now let me just say this. I got to do full disclaimer. I had to learn that what's simple for me is not simple for other people. So I taught a class on PickAxe Pro, and I'm looking at the people's faces and their eyes are glazed over. And I'm looking like this tool is so simple, their eyes are glazed over. And so why am I sharing that part with you? I'm sharing that part with you because no matter how many smart tools there are just going to be some people who need the tool who are just not going to learn how to do it. I sat there and I watched a room full of Zoom people looking at me crazy, and they were like, just like a deer in headlights. And I'm looking at this tool like, because I've used other tools before, and I'm thinking this tool is amazing. And they are looking at me like I have two heads. Now, that being said, if you are not that person and you like technology and you're not afraid to learn and you're not afraid to put the time in, you can make a lot of money from this business, right? Because you have so many great tools out there. Like there's a tool called ManyChat. I'll drop that in the description too. ManyChat, PickAxe Pro, BotPress. Let me see, what else can I remember? I started out using one called UAI, right? And UAI was okay. And when I started, because I was excited because you can actually you were actually able to build your chatbot tool and then you could sell it. Well, they took that part away. They said they didn't want you to be able to sell it anymore. So they kind of focus on enterprise clients, right? But those are not your clients. Maybe they are. Your clients are most likely the small business person who needs a 24/7 chatbot on their website to answer questions because they're sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning. They're not going to learn how to use this tool or create a tool. And so that's where you coming in. Now, when I say chatbot development, it's not as hard as it sounds, right? Because you can use tools like you can use PickAxe Pro. I pay $20 a month for that. And I get 3 chatbot tools in my, and I think I've used all 3 of them. But if I want to use more or do unlimited chatbots for me and clients, it's $97 a month. Do you see how nice that is? Like it is literally $97 a month for you to run a chatbot development business, and you're charging people, $97 a month per person. And let's say you got 100 clients, and you're charging them all $97 a month to host their chatbot on your service. It's $9,700 a month. and all you did was build a chat bot for them. Maybe you got to make them pay like a upfront fee or something. They get the first month free, and then they start paying you the next month. So let's say it's to develop the chat bot, it's like $497, $597. I know people that are charging $3,000. It really depends. Let's say the startup is like starting at 497, right? But it could go up. It depends on the complexity of what you're creating, because what happens is you can create something real simple. Like if you go to Good Morning Gwinnett and you look on the Social Security helper, that's something real simple. That's something I would charge $197 for. But when you go and look at Debt Crusher Pro, oh yeah, that's a $1,500 tool, because it took me a minute to put that all together. It has a lot of moving pieces. I had to train it on certain things. With Social Security Pro, not so much. Social Security Helper, not a lot. So 197. But Debt Crusher Pro, for sure, $1,500, $2,000, because I had to literally go in there and train it on some things. I had to put in like partners' names and all. So it was a little bit more intricate, right? Pressbot, I probably would charge something like $597 for that if I were doing that for a client. So you got a range of fees that you can charge. And here's the thing, they're really good. The tools out there are really good. Now, I haven't used ManyChat, but I do use PickAxe Pro a lot, which I like, because I can use PickAxe Pro and put it on any website, anywhere in my website. So that's why you see the Social Security helper, right? You can do that for your clients. You can go to their website. You can train your chat bot on everything about their website. And what's nice about that is, with these tools, if you take the URL for someone's website and you say, listen, I need you to train on this, and I want you to create a smart bot just for this customer. And I want you to also throw in things that they may not have on their website that a client may ask, and put that inside of your database for my client. It will do that, because a lot of times people only think about the things that they know how to do. They don't think about what a customer may actually ask a lot of time. Or they may think, well, I know they ask these top 10 questions. Well, you take those top 10, and then you have the AI search the internet and find other stuff that your client may not have thought about. And somebody may go to their website and say, what about this? And it's like, oh my goodness, I don't know about that. However, when you train the AI to answer that question for them, and also notify the owner that this question was asked, now you're helping the owner in a different way. You helping them say, okay, maybe I don't even offer something in this space, but because they asked this questions, maybe this is a service that I can add to what I'm offering, because I can do it. I just didn't think about offering it as a service. Now that I can, now I got a new service I can offer, which then increases your bottom line. So you're adding so much value to the client, because now you're not only are you helping them have a 24/7 chatbot on their website, you're also helping them to find other streams of income, because there are questions being asked in their industry that they may not have thought about, that they could actually offer as a service. You understand what I'm saying? So think about, the value you can bring to someone by offering them the service as a chatbot. So let's break it down. Let's break down um why some businesses may need, like, who are you actually talking to, right? One of the reasons I think this is a really good business, and you can start it for under $500, is because it is so flexible. It is such a flexible business, right? um and it's such the cool I talk about the tools all the time, y'all, because they are good tools. It's a high demand market right now. Like, people need them. They know they need them. They're trying to streamline the bottom line. Now, I'm sad to say this, but it's the truth. If you have a business that rely heavily on customer service, you probably won't need a whole bunch of customer service agents anymore, because they're going to be the ones that's going to get replaced. And I've talked about this before, and I don't talk about it for doom and gloom, but I want the people that's in that space who think their jobs is so secure. Your job is not that secure. The person that learns how to use these tools in your space, that's going to manage the tools, their job is secure. Your job, as a person who just get up every day and go get on the phones and answer questions, your job is not secure, because these agents right now, these smart chatbot things, they can talk to people. Like, you can literally, there are some people that program a chatbot. When someone goes to the website, it actually speak words where they can hear out of their mouths. That's going to get rid of you. If you were the person that sat on chat all day and all you did was answer chat questions, and all you did was copy links to stuff that people should be reading, and they don't want to read it and they get mad at you, your job is going to be deleted. I'm just trying to help you out because I hate when I go to a chat bot and the chat bot sends me a link to something for me to read. I don't if I could go to the website and look for the link. I come there because I want a question. Well, the smarter the chat bot is, the least you're going to be needed as a rep. As a live in person rep. I'm just telling you the truth. The ones that work overnight 24/7, the questions that are being asked overnight are probably pretty simple. And that's because somebody's up working late or they can't sleep. You that work overnight, you're going to be obsolete. Why? Because the chatbot is going to be replacing you. Now, what does that put you as a chatbot development as a business person, right? As an entrepreneur, it puts you in a great place to go in there and learn how to develop and manage these chatbots. You don't want to just develop, you want to manage, which means you put them on a monthly continuity retainer. So it's $97 a month. It's a subscription. I'm going to build it for you. It's going to cost you between $497 and up, right? Once I build it for you, now it's $97. It's $197 to maintain the hosting of the chatbot because you're going to have to pay for something on the back end for that chatbot to work on that person's website. That's a fee for that. And smart business owners know that that's a fee. Here's the thing. You can pay Sally, $2,000 a month, or you can pay me this $97 a month. Which one do you want? $97, $2,000. Make it make sense. That's what I'm saying. So that puts you as a chatbot development business owner, the chatbot development entrepreneur in a great space because I'm telling you like I'm telling you. When I sat there and I looked at that Zoom and I'm trying to teach people how to do what I'm telling you to do for themselves, they were just sitting there like eyes, mouth open. I'm like, oh my God, am I making this really difficult? But they was like, I just don't get it. Not only do they not get it, some of them feel like they don't need it. And they may not need it because they want to answer all the questions. A smart business owner wants to duplicate themselves. They want to be able to say, let me put agents in place to answer these questions. So I'm not sitting around answering questions all day, checking emails all day. I'm not doing that because I have a smart agent that's over there checking my emails and getting rid of all the trash, then giving me a summary of what the email's about. And if I have to contact people back, it'll send an automated follow up. Did you hear what I just said? I know that was a mouthful. Go back and listen to the episode again. See, and so they feel like they don't need it. And in reality, you do need it. Like even for me, I'm looking at right now how to make my business so much more better than what it is by implementing all the tools I talk about. The problem with me is I'm always doing what I'm doing right now, which takes up a lot of my time. But I guarantee you I'm missing money on the back end. Why? Because somebody has gone to that website with a question and I don't have a chat bot to answer it. I'm talking to myself. I'm preaching to my choir, just like I'm speaking to you. I'm preaching, but I'm working on mine. Like mine is being worked on. You need to start working on these bots for other people because they need them. They need you. They need your help. They don't. Some of them don't even know they need you. And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing about what I love about this business. You can literally go in there and create a chat bot for somebody. Let them test it out before they buy it because it's not gonna take you a lot of time. It may take you maybe 2 to 4 weeks, maybe. And that's somebody who has a really intricate, really intricate chat bot that you created for them, right? You can go to somebody's website, say this site needs this, and this, right? Because if I went to a plumber website, plumber's like, oh, I need reviews, so they're really into their Google business page, which is cool. They need to be into that. But it may be something on there that they're missing. Go to myplumber365.com, myplumber365.com. I created that for a client, but I also create the plumber bot that's inside of that. Go check that out. My 365 plumber, myplumber365.com, myplumber365.com. I created that for him, but I created that bot that's also inside of the platform. Why? Because there's somebody who just want to know how to unclog a drain. And they'll find my plumber 365 and like, well, I just need to know how to, do I put Dawn down there? Do I put like, Drano? What do I put down the drain that won't eat up my pipes? So they'll go there and ask the question on myplumber365.com to the plumber bot that's built into the site. I did that purposely because I felt like, okay, every business need to have a bot on their site. Every one of them. But people don't understand that just yet. This is where it presents an opportunity for you to get in there and get started. So hopefully I made my case why you should be thinking about this as a business opportunity. Let's get into some let's get into some setting up the business side. Now, you want to choose a good name, right? So, I own pressbot.com. I own Debt Crusher Pro, and I intentionally created names for those things because I wanted people to identify what they was. When you get ready to set up your business, you want to try to put the name of what you're offering into the dome into the business name, right? Good morning, Gwinnett is dead smack in there. Gwinnett Women's Chamber. Gwinnett is dead smack in there. I needed people to understand that this is about Gwinnett, right? I'm talking to Gwinnetians. I'm talking to my friends around the world who want to know about Gwinnetians. I'm telling Gwinnetians about my friends around the world for those who want to know about my friends around the world. But Gwinnett was the term that I was going for. So when people go out there and look for Gwinnett, Good Morning Gwinnett probably pops up, right? You want to put the title of the business of the service in the business name. So if you are making plumber bots, I'm just saying, I just gave it away. I don't even think I registered their name. Plumber bots is plumberbot solutions.com. I mean plumberbot solutions LLC. Now they know that you make bots for plumbers. That's what you do. That's your business. You make bots for plumbers, right? That's what you do. So you will go out there and you will say, "Hey, I want to register the name. The company name is somewhere between you're setting up a business probably like $100, maybe $150. It really depends on where you are. So it may be $100, maybe $150 to register with your state. You want to register the business. Try to put the name inside of the business, right? All right. The next thing you want to do is buy the domain name. Now, this is what I do. This is my formula. Before I even register my business name, I'll check the business name because you want to make sure that nobody has the business name and nobody has a domain name because you don't want people confusing your business and your domain name with somebody else's business and domain name. So you want to make sure that they don't have that. So you go and you do a search on your you search for the business first on your state website because you can search for names, right? If your name is available on the state website, before you purchase it for the $100, before you register the business for $100, if it's available and nobody has it in your state, now you take that same name and you go to GoDaddy, Namecheap, one of those places, and you check the domain name to see if it's available inside of GoDaddy or Namecheap, wherever you buy your domain. If both of those are available, you buy them right then at the same time. So don't search for anything until you're ready to set the business up and buy the domain name. Search the business first. Make sure it's available in your state. Make sure it's not trademarked. Then come over to the domain provider and purchase the domain name if it's available. If you go to GoDaddy, and I can only speak for GoDaddy because that's what I use. I'll go to GoDaddy and I'll type in a name, right? I'll type the name in, and 9 times out of 10, the name that I type in is taken. Then I'd say, oh my God, somebody has a name. So what I'll do, let's say it was like, smartterminal.com. Let's say I was looking for smartterminals.com, right? I go to GoDaddy, I type smartterminal.com. It says this domain name is taken, but we can probably get it for you for like $199, $119. So I'll go back to Google, then I'll search smartterminal.com to see if anybody's actually using it. Because what happens is, like a lot of times people will people will buy the domain name and they'll park it, and then you go to the domain name and nothing's there but a bunch of ads because people just have it parked and they're making money off of ads, right? So that happens a lot. So if that's the case, I know nobody's really using the name. I'll get like the next dot something, dot co, dot biz, dot pro, depending on what I'm trying to do. I'll buy that next dot, right? So now you got that all set up. So you got your domain name, you got the businesses registered. So you just spent like what, $120, maybe 170, depending on where you live. So that's what that costs, right? Um, if you're gonna use a service like PickAxe or something like that to get started, that's another $20. So we're right around 140, 170. All right. Um, After that, you need a website. So Hostinger, I need to become an affiliate for Hostinger because I talk about them a lot. But I talk about them a lot because I did have a website on Hostinger. And now they have all these great AI tools. But Hostinger, you can get a website hosting for like $28 a year, something crazy like that, like for real. And I think if you buy your hosting through them, you can get a domain name for free. So go to Hostinger. I need to become an affiliate. But Hostinger, so now we're right around what, 170, 180, right? We're not to that, we're not even close to 500, and you're almost done. Like you're literally almost done. See, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. People are listening to this show, and I specifically decided to do the blueprints for $500 or less because if nothing more, if you decide that you need to spend the entire $500, people offer Klarna, they offer Afterpay, like they make it easy for you to pay, right? I do. I make it easy for people to pay me. They can go in there and they can use Afterpay, they can use Klarna, depending on what they're ordering, they can use Affirm. But my goal is to make sure that I can support them so they can get their journey started. We haven't even got the $200 yet. Now, the rest of that money you can put into marketing. You can put into marketing. You can put into some training for yourself. Like now, just to be honest, you can go to Udemy and spend another $12, $15, maybe 18. You might even spend 20 to learn about if you're going to use BotPress. I know for a fact BotPress is there. I know Google Dialogflow is there. Um, Chat GPT has a bunch of trainings there. If you just want to use, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all this. I told y'all yesterday, and if you missed the show yesterday, I'm working on an app for someone, right? And I needed some custom code to be built into the app that I didn't know how to create. I was just like, you know what? I need this quick because I'm on a deadline. I need this quick. I need to get this done. And I asked ChatGPT, create me the code for this, this, and this, right? ChatGPT created the code. It is freaking phenomenal. I was like, oh my God. So I took the raw code, dropped it into the app, and it looks spectacular. I was like, I was sitting up here like, I was so excited. I did not want to go to bed that night. I was like, I just need to, I want to just sit here for a second because I'm loving this. So Chat GPT, you can learn everything about Chat GPT by going to Udemy and taking some classes. Now you take all of that knowledge and you put it into your business, right? PickAxe Pro, they have a bunch of tools. They have a bunch of videos on YouTube. But if you join my community, which is AIfounders.biz, AI Founders dot no, AI Founders Network, AI Founders dot network. Yeah. AI Founders dot network. That's a free Facebook group on Facebook. So if you go there, AIfounders.network, you can join the group. When you join the group, I'm going to start my trainings back up on Sundays so people can get acclimated. I was doing them, but people weren't showing up. And I was like, yeah. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to record and just drop them inside of the group because I need to record when I'm free. I don't want to schedule something and people don't show up. So I think what I'm just going to do is start recording those classes and just drop them inside of the group. So AIfounders.network, go check it out. And I'm gonna be dropping, different trainings that I drop inside of the group. So now we're right around $200, maybe $220. You still got $280 left. You're gonna take that rest of that money and you're gonna buy you a banner and some business cards, and you're gonna get out there and you're gonna start finding your clients. You can leverage social media. Yes, set up all your social media channels. You can do that. That's important too. Here's the other thing I would say about that. Pick the one that you like the most first. Pick the social media platform that you like the most first because here's what happens to me. I'm only sharing what happens to me. A lot of people don't do this, but for me, the platform that I use the most is this one, the one I'm talking on. This is the one I use the most, right? And then this show is syndicated to Twitter and it's syndicated to Facebook. Now I have to do extra work to get it on LinkedIn. I mean LinkedIn and extra work to get it on, Instagram, and I hardly ever do it. And so even though I have all of these platforms set up, it's so much work for me. And so I know that it's syndicated to those, and I do a lot of work on my website. I do a lot of articles. So I'm telling, and it's syndicated to YouTube. So these are automatic syndications that I don't have to do anything extra for. I wished that Instagram would let me syndicate over there because that's a great platform because I have about 3,000 followers, a little bit over 3,000 followers on that platform, and I never hardly post, which is so bad of me. But I just don't have the time. right? So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I need you to pick one platform and just focus on that one platform. If you're going to market your business, pick the platform where you think your clients are. Now, granted, they're all over the place, but if you know you're marketing to businesses who are looking for, chatbot services, they're probably sitting on Facebook or LinkedIn. That's where they're probably sitting. Facebook and LinkedIn is probably where you can find them at. So I would say look at where they are, and that's the platform you focus on first. Do not try to focus on all of these platforms. They're just going to be sitting there, and you're going to have this guilt complex because you're not really paying them any attention. I'm just trying to help you out. All right, so set up your platforms. Now, let me say this. Let's say you decide to go with just LinkedIn because you're trying to get all these businesses, you want to do these chat just on LinkedIn. This is what I would do because this is what I'm going to do. I would go to Fiverr and I will hire somebody on Fiverr to build me a list of businesses from LinkedIn based on the industry that I'm in. So let's say the industry I was in was, I don't know, chiropractors. I would go to Fiverr and I would say I need a list of chiropractors. I need the email, the phone number, and the name. That's all I need. They're going to create that list and they're going to give it back to you in an Excel spreadsheet. Now you have cold. They're cold business leads, but the thing about it is, even though they're cold, you didn't have to go out there and do them one by one because somebody on Fiverr knows how to do them all, and they'll get that list back to you in a couple of days. How do I know? Because I did it for dentists. I was like, you know what? I did it for nurses. I was like, you know what? I need to do this for nurses and dentists, right? Because I figured they may want the service that I was offering at the time. I just went to Fiverr because I didn't have time to do it. I went to Fiverr. I think I paid like $30, scraped the list, and this is who I want. And sure enough, that's what they did. And they sent me back all of these emails and names. And I'm like, cool. So that's what I did. So now you got a cold list of contacts. But here's the thing, you don't want to try to sell them. What you want to do is take that cold list and put them in a newsletter platform like a CRM, like a MailChimp or I use Brevo for the women's chamber. Beehive is another good one. What's another good one? I heard Substack was really good. I had to check that out today. But you take those names and emails, and you drop them into your CRM, and you start sending out newsletters about them and how to make their business better using your service. Now, you don't have to say your service. You can just talk about the industry, what's happening. You can do this every week. What's going to happen is that, especially if they don't have a website or whatever bot that you're offering, they're going to reach out. It's like, you know what? I get this email all the time. Let me reach out to this person. See, can they create this for me? Or you can just say, you know what? If you use PickAxe and you get like the premium, which is like $20 or 20, I think it's $29 a month, right? You can build what's called a pickaxe every single day because it's unlimited. And you can just put it in a newsletter. This is one that I built today, and put it in and get a page on your website. And on that page, there's just links to all the pickaxe that you build. So now they can go and look at the pickaxe. Like a pickaxe is what you see when you go to Good Morning Gwinnett and you look at the Social Security helper. That is considered a pickaxe. If you look at Debt Crusher Pro and you look at PressBot, those are considered apps. Those are considered apps. So I can sell those so you can see that there's a price tag attached to those. If you use PickAxe.com, you can do that over and over and over again. If you get the $97 plan with PickAxe.com, you can literally build the apps like PressBot and Debt Crusher Pro over and over again, and you don't pay extra money. So you can create things and put it in your newsletter so that they can see, oh my God. And you can even say, every month I'm giving away one pickaxe. It's free. It doesn't, like, you pay $20 a month, you give one away. But here's the thing: you got to make sure if you're going to do that, you got to connect your pickaxe to your Open AI API. That's a show. That's a show for a whole nother time. But go to pickaxeproject.com and find out more. I'm going to put the link in the description. So all of these things are here to help you. So you can go and you can list yourself to market yourself. You can use social media. You can let Fiverr actually you can let Fiverr actually go out and scrape a list for you, like on in your industry, or you can go to like a marketplace like Upworks, or put yourself on Fiverr. You know how much? I think I made almost $1,000 on Fiverr about podcasting, like having people come on the show doing shout outs. Because I looked at my Fiverr the other, and I've been on Fiverr a long time. I didn't even leverage that like I should have, but you can leverage that. You can go on there and you can put yourself on there. in the freelance marketplace, and now people can go there and make you look at other people's profile, see what they're offering, and do something better. And then now people are looking for you to do that chatbots. Now people can find you. All right. Whew, I know I said a lot, y'all, but here's the thing. The whole article is over on goodmorninggwinnett.com. The entire blueprint for starting a chatbot development business is on goodmorninggwinnett.com. So if you go there, you can find out more about how to get this thing popping off. Everything that I talk about and more that I didn't talk about is on the website. So go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. You'll see the pros, you'll see the cons, you'll see, how to be competitive. You'll see a lot of stuff there. But I always want to give you like a snippet so you got something to start with. But if you want the full blown plan, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to get the full blueprint for starting your chatbot development business. Okay. All right. So listen, I got to go. But before I go, I want to say thank you for listening. You could be anywhere in the world, but spend the last 30 minutes with me. And I love and appreciate you for that. If you miss any episodes of this show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes and then share the show with a friend. These blueprints are meant to help you change your life. Either you're going to add an extra stream of income to your life, or you're going to, start a brand new venture and go somewhere different. AI is not going anywhere. I don't believe it's going to get saturated, because the smarter it get, the smarter you can become, because the industries are expanding. Like you can find gaps in industries just based on how the industries are expanding. And guess what? You can become a gap filler based on your skills. That's why I talk about AI so much. But that's why I wanted to create these blueprints to give you the opportunity to see what opportunities are available. I wanted a trigger to go off in your head, so now you can say, you know what, let me go look and see what Audrey's actually talking about. Let me see if there's an opportunity for me to do something different. I can make some extra cash. You right? All right. So listen, thank you again. I'll be back again at Monday. I'll be back Monday because the day is Thursday. I'll be back Monday at 10 a.m., God willing. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Business Blueprint on Good Morning Gwinnett. Thank you for tuning in and spending time with us. If you found value in today's show, consider supporting us for just $5.99 a month. Every contribution helps keep this content coming your way. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Good Morning Gwinnett for even more great content. And if you know someone who could use this information, share the show with at least 2 friends. Let's grow this community together. Until next time, stay inspired and keep building your blueprint for success.